It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard
Those
line.
sections gonna be wide open in the middle.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Fitzpatrick
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 32
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Burrow to throw on second down.
Oh, my man.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Auden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Set to kick off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the Bengals 28-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And Ryan Fitzpatrick scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So here are the Vikings now as they will go for 2.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Let's go, D.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Boyd. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. To the air again, Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Auden Tate with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have widened their lead.
For the extra point.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
Here
line.
are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Joe Mixon.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Open net, it's complete to Higgins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Crazy.
That's good. I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Here's a run with Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Bengals.
C.J. Uzomah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Bengals score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. Deep ball for good, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit? The Vikings after him, and they get their
for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and more.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
At their own 46.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Washington has scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Setting up the screen for Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep the... And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Don't you do that.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender...
And he will score. Touchdown, Viking.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And
the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now.
So David giving away 2 tackles. We got what, 140 shots, 3% what? Let's go, baby. Sign me up, baby.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
He's doing it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Joe Mixon.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see with these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him, the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on a football there, and it's 2nd down.
Jefferson, incomplete. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
He's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
T. Higgins is the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't.
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top of the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out, and he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like.
He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown, Dalvin Cook on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every time.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Vikings now heading onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, he's on his way to a big day. He's punched in a couple already, and you know he's seeking more.
Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Burrow's trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3-1 situation. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati 1st down.
Line 54. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again.
Joe Burrow sacked.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He spins free, and a juke this time. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
4th down, Fitzpatrick. The quick slant caught. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Number 18.
Justin Jefferson as the 1st half is winding down. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
Lining up for the
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Mike.
On second down, Burrow.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you know.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
His kick
and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver.
But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Dalvin
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden were going home with a loss.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down. This is Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A good return there, 17 yards.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going to throw deep for the end. He's got a man, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's got it up and through. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
There he goes right side. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Mixon with it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It's now third and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tate there to make the grab. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability.
Cairo Santos.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
At the 35.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
Is good.
And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah, a couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal.
Going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for
we know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, one set.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 11-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
Take over 1st and 10. At their
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. The quick slant caught. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Complete to number 11.
Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27 from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. but they never did.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Mike Hilton.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They threw people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Hey, it's our house. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Burrow looking to pass. He finds his running back, Nixon.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. And 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Oh.
We've got a lopsided game here. I
So-
don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second.
How'd your
Let me
game go?
get to the proper page on that.
It's going boring as
Yeah,
fuck.
I already know how it's
This is
going.
a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout,
That was all right.
roads are usually there.
2nd and 10 at the
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10.
That is the
That's
wrong
it.
person I threw it
And
to.
they're going to have this
And guess what?
field and inside the 45. That one good for
Alright, hold on. I need to mute my video over here on the side, because I just muted myself while playing this boring ass game. I did something.
I didn't quit.
Jones has it over the middle.
I said a DC has occurred.
But back I was going to say, I did something stupid.
20. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Well,
They have the nice cushion.
no, for you guys know,
Throwing the football.
my account is banned.
Background says, why do you need
Yeah,
to
we
do
know.
this? Just go ahead and run out the
I was gonna make a joke about it, but then I thought about it and I was like, nah.
It's a video game.
He's got his man.
Oh,
Take it in. Viking touchdown.
Your boy has to deal with the 14 suspension days. Suspension for 14 days. I get my team back, but I am blocked
This one.
for future weekend league games for the rest of the year, and I'm blocked off the auction house and tradable items for the rest of the year.
Successful in this one, and if I'm the defensive
Damn.
coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no
But-
answers for anything. In fact, I probably said
Because I have loving family members and myself, I got my taxes back today. My mom got her taxes back today. And my brother, I talked to my brother for the first time in Nick's history of Mutt. He gets to rip $1,000 worth of Mutt packs on Saturday. to get my team back where I need it to be.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
I'm doing 500. My mom's doing 250, and my brother's doing 250.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
I guess niggas don't check up on the chat or anything. I mean, hold on. Now, Nick, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You've been working. But exactly, you see this. Oh, I thought you were talking about this.
What?
I'm gonna press, nigga. Shut up.
Oh, this time, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I will explain why I'm sending you these pictures when I finish sending them. Okay. Now, Dan stated in the chat.
I like that chicken.
Yeah, that's what I'm eating.
Damn, you've been eating that all fucking night.
I'm gonna state this. Dan stated in chat that there is not supposed to be any abusing. Now, granted, not that bad, but still. I saw Nick's score. I know how many touchdowns Dalvin Cook had. Letting that go. But Brooke was in the chat when all this was going down. Let's go! Dan said no abusing players. Okay. Did he not?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure my eyes were not deceiving me.
How am I number one?
And what?
And fucking rushing.
I like how they added the previous winners and shit.
The what?
The league history. In league, they added league history.
Uh-huh.
I like how they did that. But anyway, I'm gonna play my game.
Oh, that is league history. That's kind of cool.
Huh? 2. What score? I remember stuff.
Savannah.
Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. There you go, boys.
I'm watching the gay ass game.
I know it's gay. Who's this? Justice Carroll. I don't know who the fuck you are. Offense only, baby.
Huh? Uh,
38 touchdowns, 39 interceptions.
who?
What? Russell Wilson? Uh-oh.
There he goes. Oh. Can't make a wife out of a hoe. Oh.
I'm playing only offense. Run that bit. Speedster, inside stuff, pick artist, deep zone KO. Back. Suck my nuts.
I can't wait for Space Jam 2.
Ooh, who's the... Is it LeBron?
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's make fucking Space Jam 2, but not have fucking... Oh, you're fat. Fuck you, Simmons. Fat.
Talking about Michael Jordan?
No, fucking Greg Olson.
Huh?
Greg
We're
Olson?
talking about Space Jam 2, and then you're like Greg Olson.
Greg Olson deserves to be in it. He's better than LeBron James.
The fuck he is.
Matthew Stafford is too.
Different fucking thing. LeBron could probably play a good quarterback.
Yeah, pass it to himself. All he's gonna do is fucking throw it up 50 yards, fucking walk, and catch it for himself. Like, look. Are you? Who is Nick? Who's watching the game? Jordan Alvarez? Oh, Nicky Nick is watching it.
Why do you take a picture of your food?
Who took a picture of the food?
Trevor's girlfriend. Fiance.
I don't fucking know why they do that. That's
I would fuck you. Who are you?
Alright, I'm telling Trevor. Jordan? Sheesh. See the other trash can? Lol. Is that Will Disley? Oh shit. Bruh. Oh, yes. Yee. All. All. F.